Thanks, Julie. I am Georg Glantschnig, Vice President of Dynamics 365 Finance, Project Operations and Human Resources. The role of finance is undergoing a significant shift. As businesses strive for growth and competitive advantage in an increasingly complex and dynamic market, finance leaders are being challenged to add more value beyond their traditional responsibilities. Finance teams are being pulled in two directions. They must accelerate the pace of innovation while also ensuring brand trust and mitigating risk. They must reduce costs and increase growth to deliver short-term profits as well as long-term vision and corporate purpose. Finance teams are being asked to provide insights into economic future, putting a strain on already overwhelmed resources and shifting their role from finance professionals to business model innovators and digital accelerators. Over the next few years, this evolution will take many shapes, and we are investing across Dynamics 365 Finance portfolio to help your team succeed in striking the right balance between delivering financial operation excellence and supporting business model innovation. Today, Charles will show you highly requested capabilities and enhancements from our customers that help their finance organizations adapt faster, work smarter, and drive business performance. We are investing what we call the 3 A's of finance-first innovation: analytics, AI, and automation, across optimizing business model for growth, driving financial operation excellence, ensuring profitability of services, and empowering workforce productivity. Let's take a look with Charles at a few of the areas highlighted here, which outline some of the use cases where new capabilities will be coming your way in the 2023 Wave 1 release. Charles.
Thank you, Georg. The Robert Walters Group is a recruitment company like no other. Instead of using typical recruiters to find candidates, they use industry professionals. With an in-depth knowledge of their field, they have an unmatched ability to source the perfect candidates. Since 2018, they've deployed some great capabilities from our finance portfolio. They're extremely excited to implement our new features, and over the next few minutes, I will show you why. So let's dive right in. One of the new features they're most excited about is our new mobile expenses app, now generally available as part of project operations. Completely redesigned, it's now super simple to capture receipts using OCR, enter per diems, and log mileage. With over 95% of the 4,400 employees submitting expenses, their lives will be that much easier. Focusing in on finance, effective financial operations are key to their success. Each day, the financial ops team manages a massive number of operational invoices, and analyzing transactions is a key priority for streamlining cost. Using the new financial tag feature, they can easily capture key information about each invoice. By separating the operational and accounting posting processes, the AR clerk can now post accounts receivable invoices without needing to wait for the account distribution process. And just like with Dimensions, the accounting manager can filter, sort, and analyze financial data, and then perform automatic ledger settlements using tags. With our new AI-led invoice capture and vendor invoice automation capabilities, vendor invoices will be automatically read and processed, which is a huge time saver. As a truly global company operating in 31 countries, Robert Walters has an absolutely massive number of transactions. But the great news is they can now archive and purge their data. This feature moves general ledger data from work to history tables, reducing storage space by 80%. That's big cost savings. But no need to worry, they can still view and restore the data as needed. As a global organization, the Robert Walters Group exists in a complex financial space. Common business practices, tax and regulatory compliances will vary between each country, and this can get complicated fast. But never fear, our out-of-the-box localization solutions are coming here. I am excited to tell you that we are now adding localization solutions for 7 additional LATAM countries. This means we now cover 51 countries and regions out of the box. Adding on ISV localization solutions and configurable globalization capabilities for non-developers, customers can now run Dynamics 365 Finance in more than 200 countries and regions. More specifically, we've made it easier than ever to operate in Chile by automatically calculating sales tax. We also automatically calculate VAX and withholding taxes, and then we submit the electronic e-invoices to the government. We then prepare purchase and sales VAT books and other reports for tax filings. A wave of new regulations is being introduced in an attempt to close the global multi-billion-dollar gap between business taxes owed and business taxes paid. To help businesses like the Robert Walters Group meet these regulations, Dynamics 365 Finance now produces and issues e-invoices to government services in their required formats for over 20 countries. For operations in France, we're helping to meet the e-invoicing and e-reporting requirements for B2B transactions that come into effect starting July 2024. We also have a direct e-invoice integration with the French government's Chorus Pro platform. Now, their accountants can issue a project invoice with all of the new contract details required by the French tax authorities. Behind the scenes, the system will submit the invoice to the French government via the Chorus Pro platform and provide the status of the submission. For operations in Japan, we're shipping electronic invoices and other invoice process change features in time for new legislation going into effect in October 23. And finally, for both France and Japan, the system will receive vendor e-invoices in the government-required formats. Now, let's check out our new human resources and project operations features. We'll go through a common scenario that should look familiar to many of our customers. Vandana is a sales rep, and she's currently putting together a proposal for a client. We make this process really simple. First, she creates a project plan. The template she uses gives her realistic estimates based upon previous engagements. The work is shown as sequences of parent and child tasks and resources, with the work sourced from employees and contractors. Then, by tying the project plan to the quote, she ensures her proposal is credible. Using new interaction patterns, she edits the resourcing model, the hours, and the prices on some of the work components. This makes the bid that much more appealing. As she edits, she has real-time access to estimated margins, revenue, and the overall competitiveness score. Finally, feeling confident, she sends a proposal to the customer, and they accept, of course. Converting the quote into a signed contract takes seconds, and the quote-to-win process now takes her half the time. The project manager creates a budget from the project plan. Going forward, they can track their progress towards the schedule and spend. From there, they can reforecast whenever they need. As time, expenses, and material usage roll in, it's time to start invoicing. Aha, but get this. We've reduced the steps to create an invoice by 90%. Invoice lines and transactions are displayed directly on a draft, and the impact of any changes is shown immediately. What's more, we've now reduced the time to confirm these invoices by 50%. That's like half. Turning to human resources, helping employees grow is a huge priority for our customers. Training often has to be tracked by jumping between multiple learning management solutions, but not anymore. You can now connect all systems into our new e-learning hub. Managers and HR can track progress in one place, and in the process, they spend less time jumping between systems and more time supporting their team. Georg?
Thank you, Charles. Today, we have seen just a few of the new features in Dynamics 365 Finance, project operations, and human resources that bring so many opportunities to lead the way in economic uncertainty. But there is more. We have over 55 plus new features coming this release between now and the end of September. If you want to know more, check out the release notes and try out our early access features.